ability. But yeah, you could hear the roar there as Berry got that corner. Just went out of play as Bacon was trying to stretch to keep it in. He was frustrated that he couldn't do so, and the decision didn't go his way.
Well, we saw this at the weekend. Everyone in the 6-yard box. Ball comes in. Bacon punches away. Danger still potentially there. It's helped on in the end down this near side, and in the end Byrne gets on the end of that one, and Byrne driving forward looks to release Crothers. Crothers into the box. Crothers squares it, and Byrne was there, but so was Gaz Pete, and he slid into deny Lewis Byrne. And you got to feel like if he ends up 1-on-1 with Mitch Allen, you know, it's probably going to end up nestling in the back of the net, the kind of form that he's on. So really, Pedro turns his man beautifully, plays it into step hands, and he just couldn't get it out of his feet quick enough, and in the end the shot skews wide. This free kick, right-footed delivery towards that back post where Walters stood, heads it back across the goal. It might fall to Pedro. Chance potentially still there. He knocks it back to Adams. Adams then looks to dig another ball in, and it might end up in the back of the net off of Schofield's knee. In fact, it was Purefield's knee it ended up cannoning off of. In the end, it just went over the bar. The Abbey Hay goalkeeper at the weekend seemed to deal with it a little bit better than we maybe expect. Morgan Bacon has punched the first one clear. We're still awaiting the delivery, and it comes from Adams, and it's in! DJ Pedro gets on the end of the corner and puts Berry into the lead. He's back in the side, and it hasn't taken him long to get back in the goals. 1-0.
10 and up for DJ Pedro, and you just mentioned the corners there and the threat that Berry have, and that was right onto the head of DJ Pedro. A wicked delivery into the box. Had plenty of time to think about what to do with it, but it was just a deep delivery, and Pedro didn't even have to jump for it, just stooped low, right on top of the goalkeeper and into the back of the net, and that's a huge goal for Berry. You wondered where the first goal would come in this game and how pivotal it would be. Berry, you would hope, would try and kick on from this one, but that's a really big goal. And DJ Pedro back in the side and back amongst the in the score sheet. Well, he was literally nowhere near that ball, was Morgan Bacon.
Pass. And Brian Lee, he's seen Bacon off his line, and he tried the long-range effort from about 40 or so yards out as he latched onto the end of a loose pass, but just got that one all wrong, and it plays out towards Purefield. Stands his man up, gives it to Byrne. Byrne plays a 1-2, edge of the area, looks to take the shot. It's a good block. Goes backwards to Carroll, now into Lee. Lee with a lovely turn away from his man. 30 yards out, Brian Lee. And that one's high and over the bar, but you feel he's just got a little bit of confidence as Brian Lee with a few goals, 5 in his last 5. Middle of the field there. Here is Worrell. Ball's flicked around the side to Byrne, and Byrne's 1-on-1. It's Lewis Byrne! And he makes no mistake, just like he hasn't done many times this season. 25 on the league for Lewis Byrne, and he slots past Mitch Allen to draw Chadderton level, 1-1.
Yeah, I mentioned it before, can't afford to give him space, and Berry did exactly that there.
Closed down a little bit too much more, so he has to go long. Tries to play in Pedro, it does strike his arm. Referee decides it wasn't intentional, gets past his man, goes down in the box, plays it into Lee. Lee turns his man, Brian Lee.
He's already given the free kick on a yellow card.
Yeah, free kick, sorry, already given.
It's on Pedro.
Step hands stepping over this one. In fact, it won't be step hands, it's Lee actually. He goes short to Pedro! Pedro on the double, Berry back in front. And what a well-worked free kick that was. Chadson 1, Berry 2.
And another set piece for Berry. They had put it in the back of the net initially, but the free kick had been given instead. But that didn't deter Berry, and Pedro gets it again. He's in so much space in the middle, but still had time to think about it and slotted it so nicely under the goalkeeper on his left foot. Picked out superbly on that far side, and there was Pedro again. Gets his 11th of the season now, straight back into the team, and nets a first half brace, and it's exactly what Berry needed. It's a little bit of a spell from the home side. Got their equaliser and trying to get in the faces of Berry. But there was Pedro again, popping up with another goal.
Goes long, and Pedro might get on the end of that one. It's allowed to bounce, and he might get there ahead of Bacon. Bacon gets up and punches clear. It was a good challenge between both. Bacon stayed down, and the referee will pause the game momentarily.
It was a straight.
Bacon just getting back to his feet. Again, he's still feeling the brunt of the challenge. It was a fair one. And they'll be dropped to Morgan Bacon. He'll pick that one up. And Gomez. Step hands. Turns, faces the goal. Rustam step hands! And that one's just over the bar from about 25 yards out.
Ball.
That's a lovely flick around by Fogarty to release Bebeto Gomez. Gomez into the box, long touch. Puts the cross in towards Lee at the back post, and he just doesn't get anything on it. Doesn't get any conviction on his strike. You got to feel it'll do wonders for the Bury confidence. We'll see. Bury have been dangerous from set pieces so far. It's clipped towards that back post. Pedro's header, and DJ Pedro has a first half hat trick. And Bury do have that 2-goal buffer going into half time. It's what champions do. Bury 3, Chadon 1.
Again, another set piece, this time from this near side, and again right onto the head of Pedro, but he had to fling himself at this one. And his first hat-trick in the white of Bury, and that was a really powerful header. Again, beautiful delivery into the box. Chadderton just can't deal with them at all. And for the first time in this game, Bury do have that 2-goal buffer at such a crucial time, in stoppage time at the end of this first half. And DJ Pedro will be absolutely delighted with that one. He's been instrumental since he signed for Bury and gets his first treble in a Bury shirt in front of the supporters who...
Off of his right thigh, but we'll take him. And that'll be the last action of a very positive first half for Bury. They needed a reaction after dropping 2 points late against Abbey Hay on Saturday, and boy have they got it. Half time here at the Vestacare Stadium. It's Chadon 1, Bury 3.
Rob Flynn are your wing backs, with Matty Crovers, Purfield in midfield, with Worrell, Byrne and Dale up top. We are back underway here at the Vestacare Stadium. Into the box, onto his right foot now is Bury, but that's really nice play from Bebeto Gomez just to stay with him and get his tackle in. It's going to come back at Bury though, and Goy gets it forward. Not the best ball, and Mepa Malta is adjudged to have pushed Adam Dale over, and Chadderton are going to have a free kick here, only just outside the area, just on the edge of the D for Bury. Here comes Byrne, looking for his second goal, gets it on target. Mitch Allen does get the save in, did momentarily fumble that one, but was able to grasp it in the end. No Chadderton players were alert to that slight little lapse, and he does manage to keep hold of the ball, Mitch Allen. I think Schofield's just asking him to put a little bit of a flat delivery in, try and test this back line. Ball comes in, up towards the back post, headed down, and it's off the post. And Chadderton still trying to scramble it in, and Bury are able to clear in the end through Nicky Adams. Couldn't quite see who it was for Chadderton, who headed that down at the back post. It might have been one of the centre halves, maybe lovely turn from Brian Lee, just trying to race forward here. Right hand side now for Bebeto Gomez. Gomez now trying to work an angle for a cross, gets into the box, uses Lee towards the byline, fizzes it into the box, and that one's into the arms of Bacon, who pats it down. It's cleared away in terms of support further forward, so spreads it out wide to this right hand side for Flynn, up against Pete, uses Crothers first time delivery, hit Bebeto Gomez in the middle now. Dale lays it off for Worrell to take the strike on, and it's in. Well, Mitch Allen got a big hand on it but couldn't keep it out, and Rob Worrell's there to convert his 5th goal of the season, and Chadderton have that crucial goal in this game to make it 3-2 here. Surround him, so has to be a little bit careful, but that's a really nice turn getting it away from Dale. He's been fouled as well. The referee doesn't think so. Bury have the ball anyway. Here comes Gomez. Now for Pedro, a little bit behind him. He's going to take the strike on anyway. It's into the back of the net. What a strike from DJ Pedro. Just got it onto his right foot and slams it in at the near post for his 4th goal of this game. And Bury have that 2-goal buffer back. It's Chadderton 2, Bury 4.
My goodness me, it's sensational from DJ Pedro. Class above the rest, as I said in the first half. Just makes something out of nothing there, and he just managed to squeeze it into the near post. Could Morgan Bacon do a bit better? I'm not too sure. It's got so much power and direction on the strike. I feel like you have to credit Pedro more than you can point a finger at Morgan Bacon there. And again, just as Chadon thought they were getting back into this one, Bury saying, no, actually, we're going to get that 2-goal lead back. And DJ Pedro, he's got his fingerprints all over this one, hasn't he?
Going to be Lee instead to take it. Hits it low, and the Bacon down to his right-hand side saves it well because it bounced just in front of him. And had to palm that one wide, and it's gone out, I think, for a corner on the far side, or maybe just managerial pair. Meanwhile, Berry have a corner. Chadderton man's gone to ground at the back post. It's almost been headed in there by Rustam Stephens as he's gone to ground as the corner did come in. The referee's going to have a little bit of sorting out to do here. Second opportunity. They get it forward now through Kenny. Meppenwalter heads it backwards this time towards his own goalkeeper. Pete's going to have to deal with it up against the substitute. Throws himself to ground in the middle. Does Ethan Sutcliffe. Chadderton surround the referee. But they didn't look like there was too much in that one. And the referee's again has got a little bit of sorting out to do. Meppenwalter's just gone to ground on the edge of the box. But it didn't look like a penalty, that one, did it?
No, and you feel Wall's gone into the book there. Feel has been sin-binned, potentially. Looks like something might have been said. Yeah. Potential sin-bin or potential just yellow card. Meppenwalter's down.
Frustrations out there as Ngoy's just gone to ground and Berry get a free kick. Now Bacon and Jerome are pushing and shoving match with Bacon waiting to take the free kick. Now DJ Pedro gets involved, and I think we knew Morgan Bacon was going to be involved in some sort of pushing and shoving at some point.
That was 15, actually.
Oh, 15.
Jack Worrell.
Jack Worrell, third time lucky.
A sub.
Meppenwalter with a header again. He's done that all evening for Berry. Here he is again, bundling two Chadderton players with him as he goes for the ball. The referee's going to give the free kick. He's absolutely poleaxed two of them. Coughlin down the line, flicked on by Ruben Jerome. Schofield's going to try and see this one out, but Pedro's not going to give it up. Gets into the box, goes to ground, and the referee gives a penalty. Well, that just sums up DJ Pedro. He's got his 4 goals, but that isn't enough for him. He wants to keep it in play, does so well to do so as Schofield tries to shield it out, gets into the box and is dragged down and wins a penalty for his side. And we wonder who's going to take this one. It doesn't look like it's going to be Pedro, but that is stupendous work from the striker. Up against Morgan Bacon. Lee scores for Berry. 10 and up for Brian Lee this season. And Berry, for the first time in this game, have a 3-goal buffer. Sam Coughlin celebrates in Morgan Bacon's face. And Berry have the victory here at the Vestacare Stadium. A huge win for Berry. And Brian Lee gets on the score sheet. That's 3 goals in 3 games. And a huge moment for Berry there. 5-2.
Yeah, 5 goals from Berry, and the proverbial star on top of the Christmas tree from Brian Lee there to send Berry top of the table going into Christmas Day and into this big Boxing Day game against Ramsbourne. It could be a case of 2 sides level on top. It could be in the first versus second matchup on next Thursday again.
Make a point of it to get back into the starting 11 for the Rami game. That ball is going to be placed all the way to the goalkeeper, and with that is the full-time whistle, and Berry have got the victory here, and it's a huge statement victory for Berry by 5 goals to 2. There's going to be a late yellow card here for Bibire Bello at the full-time whistle. That probably takes it to double figures for yellow cards. It's been one of them games, but 7 goals, 5 for Berry, 4 for DJ Pedro, and a penalty at the end just to sum it all up for Berry. And what a win that is, and top of the table at Christmas, Sam.
Yeah.